There's a secret currency that you can't get in Roblox Islands called shells. So if you go over to the Fisherman, then you're going to see he's selling axes, but for shells. And up here it says wallet, 0 shells. And there's no way to get any of them yet. So in this video, I'll be trying to explain everything about this and giving my theories on it. Because I think I know what's going on, but I'm not completely sure. So the first theory is what most people are probably thinking. The Fisherman is just going to have quests, and then you're going to be able to get shells to buy stuff. But there are a few questions I have for that. So, why do you get to buy the wooden axe and stone axe when you can already make these, and the wooden axe is literally the default item, so why would you buy this? And even further, why is it 15 shells, and this one is 15 shells? That doesn't make sense, why they're selling axes, and why they're the same price. And especially the two worst axes in the game. So maybe they're just using these as, like, testing, and they're gonna put actual items you can buy with shells. If that does happen, then I'm thinking it's probably going to be like the barn, how if you go over to the person there, then you can level them up, and then you unlock new things. So maybe the Fisherman is going to have levels, and then you can level up the Fisherman, then fish more, and that does kind of tie into the leak I showed in my last leaks video, because I showed a new fishing rod. So maybe at level 5 you unlock a new fishing rod or something like that, which would make a lot of sense. The only thing that doesn't really make sense is that it's been like this for months now, so it seems like if that was going to happen, it would have already happened. Then there's the second theory. So this is the devs were planning to add fisherman quests and stuff, and turn them into like one of those actual NPCs that leveling them up actually does something, but then they're just like, nah, let's do something else, and they decided not to do that. And it's been like that for months, it hasn't changed, and they didn't remove it. But considering other things, like, even if they were planning to do that and they just did the first part of it, they probably wouldn't remove it. Because, like, the oily crops guy, you can still sell oily starfruit to him, but starfruit doesn't become oily. So, there are many things in islands like that, where it's, like, partially done or kinda outdated. But that would mean that the new fishing rod doesn't have anything to do with it, and it's just gonna be a new fishing rod. But there is another theory that is also kind of likely. So, you know how they're going to do a big update? Because they said on Discord, big changes. So, the big change might be a huge change to fishing, and they kind of like redo fishing. Because right now, fishing is like not really useful at all. You can just like buy propellers and stuff. And in the very beginning, it was kind of useful and interesting. But now, fishing is like kinda completely useless. It's possible that all of this time they've been working on redoing fishing, and I think fishing should be where, well, first of all, it doesn't show you all of the fish, so that there are some fish that are unknown and very rare and secret, and then they should also add some really overpowered stuff you can catch, like maybe you can find a really good weapon, or maybe it could just randomize a weapon if you found a weapon, and some of them would have more damage than others. I don't really know, but they should definitely add like really cool stuff that you can get from fishing. But right now, you could go fishing for maybe an hour or two and get basically everything that you'd ever need whenever going fishing, and then you would never really need to go fishing ever again. So it would be good if they made it so it's something you can actually do and don't just have to spend an hour or two on, then you basically unlock everything involving it. I think the Fisherman is one of the best NPCs to receive quests right now, because fishing is kinda dead, and the quests would make a lot of sense. Like, it would just be, catch a certain amount of this specific fish, or catch 5 fish, catch a propeller, and it could be stuff like that. Then you could get shells, and even maybe level up the Fisherman to get bonuses. But there are two possibilities, or it could be even a combination of the two. So if you go over Talia at the barn, then you can see in the part here that you can't buy anything, but you can level them up. Then the florist is kind of the opposite, where you can buy stuff, but you can't level him up. So I think it would be interesting to see the Fisherman, where you can just buy stuff, which, well, you can already see that there's buy here, and he doesn't have levels, but it would be very good to have levels along with being able to buy things, because maybe the second fishing rod that they're adding is going to be the one when you get the Fisherman to level 2. Or maybe it's going to be a higher level and in between nothing happens, or you just get bonuses. The bonuses could be like, well, he starts out at level 1. I do not know why it's telling me the Fisherman is a vending machine. Level 2 could be like extra fishing luck. Then level 3 could be faster fishing rod. Level 4 could be 2 fish spawn whenever you go to the lake. Then at the next level, you could get that new fishing rod, and the fishing rod could have a whole bunch of bonuses too. It's been like that for months though, so I think that maybe they're just gonna leave it like that and nothing will ever happen. That's always a possibility, because, I mean, it's happened with other things. Like, I've mentioned this before, but still Oily Crops guy has Oily Starfruit, and in the Blocks guy, you can't sell him hickory wood. Some things are just outdated and it's not gonna be changed at all, and I'm thinking that might be what's gonna happen with the Fisherman involving the shells. Since it does say wallet and 0 shells, that means that shells are already in the game, but there's no way to actually get them. And if there was, it wouldn't really matter because no one needs to buy a wooden axe, and I don't think anyone's gonna try to buy a stone axe. But considering the PvP island guy gives you like 15 skulls per quest, and Santa gave you some, I don't really remember exactly, but like, I think the Fisherman is gonna give you 15 per quest. So maybe if you catch some fish, you can finally get the wooden axe. Whoa! Since it does say wallet 0 shells at the top whenever you go to click on the wooden axe or stone axe, that means that technically shells are in the game, but there's no way to get them yet. And that's why they're a secret currency. Actually, not that many people know about this. I asked some of my friends, because I didn't play for a month, and I wanted to know if anything happened during that time, and actually some of them didn't know about shells, so that's why I'm making this video. Also, because there's not really anything else going on in Islands right now to do a video on. But the shells are probably going to be given to you, like 15 every quest or so. And probably less for some quests, because if you go over the Florist, you can see his quests range, but they're all around 10 petals. So that's probably going to be the same with the Fisherman, where he has similar quests to the Florist and amounts it gives. But let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen with the Fisherman and shells. I'm really hoping something changes with fishing though, because it's been the same, kind of, ever since the propellers came out. Like, they've just added some blueprints that you can put in the fish tank, and that is basically it. But around the propellers update, like, everyone was at the lake, it was very interesting, and it was just nice. And slowly, fishing went down in popularity, and now you barely ever see anyone fishing anymore. But make sure to subscribe with notifications on for more Islands videos, like the video, join my Discord server, links in the description, follow my Twitter at Telanthric, use star code Telanthric to support my channel, and linked in the description is a guide called Roblox Islands Guide that has all my helpful Islands videos on it, so if you need help with anything, then check that out because it's probably there, but I'll see you all in the next video.